Hi folks, and welcome back to Black Raven Racing. Today we're back in Gran Turismo 3, where last week we won the Gran Turismo All-Stars tournament in the Silvia. This week I was going to use the Silvia again for the Japanese GT Championship, but then I had a look at the NSX that I won at the end of last week, and I had a look at some of the upgrades available, and basically it's a monster. So I thought, I've got to give it a shot. So I've given it the highest of its naturally aspirated upgrades that it can have, which boosts it to 635 horsepower. It can actually get 2 turbo upgrades as well, which the highest one brings it up to almost 1000 horsepower. So we're going to go with this at the moment, see how it goes, but hopefully this will give us a fighting chance in the Japanese tournament. So let's go racing. Okay, so yet again this is a 10 race series, so we're starting off in Grand Valley for this one, which was not a happy hunting ground for us in the last couple of championships, so let's hope we can do a little bit better this time. Okay, so we're up against 3 other NSXs, including another Rabe rig. We've got the Castrol Tom Supra and the Nismo GTR, so let's see how we measure up against these guys. Just realised that I forgot to change my tyre compound, so it's still sitting on soft tyres, so I might actually have to go in for tyres at some point in this race. But we've got an epic launch. The handling of this car is just superb, he says as he sends it into a drift. Oh, actually the handling's maybe a little bit too responsive for me. I will get the hang of it. But we're building a pretty big lead at the moment. So as I say, we are going to have to go in for tyres. So I wasn't really sure what to expect from this car. I wasn't really planning on using it, but when I upgraded it and then took it out on the test track, it absolutely obliterated the fastest lap that I had, which was from the Silvia, and it went 5 seconds faster around Laguna Seca, so I thought I might as well give it a shot. Not making me any better at this section though. The tyres are already looking kind of worn. Hopefully we can survive this race and get a decent finish. Much better through there at the second attempt. So it's a mid-engined rear-wheel drive car, so it handles a bit differently from the Silvia. Feels a little bit more balanced. Even though the Silvia was actually pretty decent until it got onto the twisty road tracks, like Special Stage Route 11. But also, it wasn't great on this track, and this car certainly proving to be a lot better. Came off the steering a little bit early there. Let's see if we can get another lap out of these tyres. We've got a pretty decent lead. Not huge. Actually, the tyre wear's pretty even on this car as well, whereas a lot of the more recent ones I've been driving have been heavy on the front wear, not so much on the rear. This one's actually got pretty heavy rear wear. Makes picking the tyres a little bit easier. Oh, we are starting to lose a lot of traction now though. Went in a bit fast on that corner. 8.5 seconds over the Supra at the moment. I'm not going to keep that gap if I do that though. Oops. Didn't realise I was down in second gear there. Yeah, that's probably why I'm struggling around these corners. Lost a lot of time over those last couple of corners. Uh-oh. Very badly messed that up. We are just about surviving into the pits. Back tyre's completely gone. Okay, so that's going to give us a lot to do in the 2 laps when we come back out. Going to be in last place by a distance. But we'll get nice soft tyres, so the next lap should be pretty quick. Well, I can already see one of them. So hopefully that means last place won't be our finish. 12, nearly 13 seconds behind. Oops. Alright, so we've caught up to one of the NSXs really quickly. Oh, of course he's having to brake for this corner. I don't have to do that. Need to find a way past. Oops. Sorry about that, mate. Pushed him out of the way. And we're only 6 seconds behind already. So this accidental tyre strategy might actually work out for us here. Up against our doppelganger now. Past him on this side. And then past the other NSX. Chase the GTR now. Heading on to the final lap. Absolutely nobody going in for tyres. Nice. Far more speed around the corner than the Supra. I think I'm going to enjoy this car. lap's like now. It seems to be growing exponentially. 5 seconds now. I've never had such an easy time at Grand Valley. Or at least not for a while. Probably not since the Beginners League. I think I might have found my car to go back and try those other races that we didn't win as well. There we go, through that complex for the last time. We've left them in our dust. Come screaming across the finish line. Good finishing lap. Fastest one by 3 seconds. And we win by quite a distance. I was a bit worried when I saw that Supra was in the lineup for this tournament, but we won by 7 seconds in the end. That's a good start. Alright, and we'll move on to race 2. Alright, so I'm just quickly going to go and change my tyres. So as much as I enjoyed that, I do want to try to go without making pit stops on each race. So let's change those tyres to probably mediums, I would say. That should be fine. So I've jumped straight past the medium softs and gone for mediums on this, because although I did enjoy the end of that last race being much faster than everybody else, I do want to try to do this without pit stops. So let's see how we get on here. Race 2 in Rome, which we did in reverse last time round in the previous tournament. This time round we will be doing it the conventional direction. Just get that extra power. Gives us the opportunity to get ahead. Need to be a little bit careful. Tyres are still quite cold. These mediums will take a lot longer to heat up. Second gear's a little bit sketchy sometimes. Ooh. Car has a lot of power. A bit harder to control under the medium tyres than it was on the softs. This is a circuit that I enjoy driving. Most of the city ones I'm not that keen on. Rome is one that I think I prefer. Oops. Oh no. Ooh. Not quite sure what happened on that corner. Try to get out of the way of everybody. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened when I came around that corner, but the back end just started to go and it kept floating. Pretty amazed that we didn't end up further behind though, I have to say. Oh wow. Uh-oh. Super gives us a huge hit. Okay, now we know we're in a fight. Went too hot into that corner as well. So I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful. He says as he launches himself in front of them. And they never touched me. That was a clean overtake. I can't believe that was a clean overtake. That was ridiculous. Oh, have to watch these curbs, they're very brutal. Okay, see if we can do this a bit better this time. Try to do it without a pirouette. We're 2 seconds clear this time round. Okay, very cautious. Right, made it through a lap without too much incident. quite getting that first corner right now. Coming in too fast. Brake too early that time. This car is pretty incredible, I have to say. Wasn't expecting this at all. Having raced against the NSXs in the previous series, which I guess they were unmodified, they were generally not too hard to beat. Probably being a bit overcautious now. Four and a half seconds clear, and it's happening again. Yikes. Finally figured out where reverse was. Oh boy. Not quite sure what I'm doing in that corner. There seems to be there's definitely a change in the camber, and the car's not enjoying it. I think I'm braking at the wrong time. Okay, tyres are still looking good. 2 laps to go. 6.5 seconds behind. Pretty good through there. It's not going to be enough space for me there. Might be able to take him on this corner. Right, up into 4th place. Be a little bit more patient through some of these corners. And most importantly, try to get this corner right. Kind of. Super was in the way. Okay, on to the final lap. I mean, I'm not far behind them, so I can just try to get this a little bit more accurate. That will help. Outside of the Supra maybe, just about. Ooh, straighten up. And I'll take them on the brakes down here. Well, I got my nose in there. Well, this race has been eventful. It's so difficult to keep this car going straight all of a sudden. Controller inputs are not always the smoothest, probably due to the fact that I'm running this on an emulator using an Xbox controller. At last! On the final lap we managed to get that corner right. Around the final corner, so this could have probably been quite a big win had I not spun out twice. But we come through in 1st place, so that's good enough, I guess. But I've got a lot of work to do to get this car under control properly. But 2 wins from 2 at the start of the tournament, can't be too unhappy with that. We'll move on to race 3. Alright, so here we are for race 3, which is at Midfield Raceway. Let's see how we get on here. Might actually be able to change my tyres down to medium soft, so I'll see how they go in this race. They definitely held up very well in that last one. Didn't provide me with a lot of grip in some of those corners though. Made it round that corner without any incident. And slightly oversteered into that corner. And that's us in the sand. Ooh, this car's proving to be a bit harder to control than I originally had anticipated. I think it's mostly problems at my end than the car, to be honest. Still too used to driving the Sylvia. Ooh. Pushed one of the NSXs wide. That's the other one, and the Supra. Made it round that corner without anyone crashing into me, which is great. Well, that almost went wrong. Let's get out of here. It's nice having better acceleration than the others. Okay, and now we're pulling our lead. Okay, slightly more delicate with the controls. Nice. Oh, this car enjoys that corner. Most of the cars I drive do not. Fourth gear's a little bit too fast for that hill, I guess. It's a pretty awesome looking car as well. I do like these NSXs. Slice through those corners. The lead is getting bigger and bigger. 6 seconds. Alright, so hopefully we can just kind of play it careful through here. There's no need to go crazy. More controlled up the hill. That was quite a clean lap. Time-wise, yeah, our best one so far. Up to 7 seconds. Very nice through that section that time. And we're up to 8.5 seconds. Alright, coming through into the final lap. Actually, looking at that tyre wear, Probably mediums is right. I think medium softs would be well into the red by now. So maybe I'll just see if I can stick with mediums for the rest of these races. You get it right in this car, it just feels effortless. Alright, and we're coming up towards the finish. Got an enormous lead again. I wasn't expecting this car to be this much better than the others, to be honest. Very surprising. 8.3 seconds. So it looks like the GTR is our nearest competitor. Strange, I thought it would be in the Supra, but that's good. And we'll move on to race 4. Alright, so we are at Special Stage Route 5 in reverse. That's unusual. I'm sure I must have done this before. Alright, this is going to be interesting because I don't actually know quite how this will go. Well, I made it through there. Wasn't very confident. Around the hairpin. Oh, a little bit wide. Actually, I do think I remember this from the Vitz race. I think it was the last race in that series. We're going to come out from inside the tunnel, onto the finish straight, and we're way ahead on the first lap. Never quite know what's going to happen in this series because all it takes is one little bit of slackness and I'll end up pointing in the wrong direction. But this car is handling everything so well. Be interested to see what happens if we get a Special Stage Route 11 on this series. Can't actually remember which other races there are. Through the tunnel. Out we come, and wow, we are absolutely miles ahead. Back tyres are starting to wear though. Hopefully they're going to last the 5 laps. Oops. Curb brought me a little bit further around than I intended there. It's a very well behaved car though, this. It only ever steps out when I give it way too much power. It's pretty happy with a lot of this. And it's just lightning fast acceleration as well. This feels like a good lap. 120. 2 seconds faster than the last one. Oops. We're 10 seconds clear. We did see this in the Sylvia race. A couple of the races we ended up quite far ahead. And then a lot of the other ones ended up quite far behind. So I'm not going to count my chickens just yet. Throwing it about a little bit too much through this lap. It's not going to be as fast as the last one. So far ahead of them. It's crazy. This car is amazing. "11 seconds clear." Touch the wall. So after this championship, the only one left that I haven't done yet is the Dream Car Championship, which is the final one for the Amateur League. But prior to that, we'll see if we can mop up any outstanding races that we have. So at the moment I think there's at least 6 races from the last 2 championships that I didn't win. So I'll need to go back and try them again. I think I've got the car for it. Although we'll see if we can win this championship. I wonder what it'll give us. And there we go, first place. And just miles and miles ahead. Probably a good 10 seconds, I would say. Yeah, 10.5 seconds almost. And so we're 21 points clear, which is great news. Alright, and we'll move on to race 5, which will be the last one for this episode. Alright, so race 5 has us at Laguna Seca. Let's see how we get on here. I love the colour scheme of this car. It looks amazing. Let's see if I can dive down the inside here. A little bit deep. Almost managed to stay away from him. There's not an awful lot I could do there, unfortunately. Gotta remember that I'm on cold tyres. Good start though. .8 seconds clear already. Whoa, lots of sliding going on through there. Almost coming a cropper on some of these. And away we go, building up a bit of a lead already. Quite the tidiest, but it's effective so far. A little bit too much turning there. You'd probably take that corner flat out. Despite being on the medium tyres, I feel like I'm getting pretty good speed out of the car. Oh, messing up one or two of the corners though, which is not helping. There's not an awful lot of tail slide coming out of some of these corners though. I'm really pleased with that. Tuning is working well. So 117 was actually about what I was getting in my practice session, so that's not bad. I only did a couple, so probably do more laps here than I did in practice. Take this corner quite easily flat out. That's amazing. A little bit sketchy on the exit, but otherwise that was pretty good round there. Seven seconds clear. That time through there, but no harm done. So I'm expecting that the Dream Car Championship is going to be significantly tougher, because it is one that requires an international A license for. So this car should hopefully still be pretty well matched with them. I don't really have any intentions of fitting the turbo to it to give it 900 horsepower. So hopefully the 600 odd will be sufficient. Very dodgy through the corkscrew. Oh, car refused to turn there for a second. Okay, so coming through onto the final lap, and we've got a lead almost the length of the start-finish straight. 7 seconds. Not really building up much more, but it's a pretty decent lead overall. It's been a little bit loose here and there in pretty much every race so far. But the car has performed heroically. Ooh, I put a little bit of steering there as I was braking, and the back end of the car just slid out. So I think that's probably what happened in Rome as well. Got to be very careful when braking. Might need to have a look at the differential. I didn't do any changes to it, so yeah, that might be causing the problems just with my driving style. But I have to say, pretty happy with this. Coming through for win number 5. Excellent. Finish 7 seconds clear. So that's where we'll leave it today. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see some more, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you for the second half of this tournament next time. Bye bye.